political assassination happened in Minnesota this past weekend. And my big questions are, why has Vance Boelter, the alleged shooter, not been charged with terrorism? And what can we do to turn down the temperature everywhere? Because I think we need to. So if you're not familiar with what happened, here's a real quick recap. Early Saturday morning in Minnesota, a man dressed as a police officer drove up to the homes of two state lawmakers, attempted to shoot everyone in the house, killed Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark, and seriously wounded John Hoffman and his wife Yvette. They were both Democratic lawmakers in Minnesota. As he was leaving the second house, police arrived. They were just doing a wellness check after the first shooting, caught him in the act. They exchanged gunfire. He runs. He left his car there. When police search his car, they find a list of names, dozens of them, all Democratic lawmakers, people involved with Planned Parenthood or people who provide abortions. That was what is allegedly his hit list. He goes on the run 2 days later after a huge manhunt. He's captured. He's charged with second-degree murder by the state of Minnesota. Don't know why it's first, but maybe that'll change. And federally, he's only charged with federal murder, and I say only because this sounds a lot like terrorism to me. Everybody on that hit list was involved with the Democratic Party or Democratic causes, and police suspect that he was planning to do harm to a lot of, if not all those people, if he was given the chance. So why not the federal terror charge? Possibly that's coming down the line, and they're still looking to see what they can prove. It should be somewhat easy. This was clearly done as a political act. Politicians were targeted of a very certain variety. It's alleged that before the shooting started, Boelter texted his family at a group chat and said, "Dad's going to war." To me, this should be an easy charge. If you can burn a Tesla and be charged with domestic terror, this seems like a no-brainer. Either way, we've got to turn down the environment where political assassinations become something that become more probable. As we get angrier and angrier with each other in this country, it's just going to keep happening unless we do something to stop it. Let's start by talking to each other. Let's sit down and have a conversation, a respectful conversation with someone who doesn't agree with us and have a respectful exchange of views. Because what's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to disagree. But let's give each other a chance to recognize our humanity and maybe a chance to understand what someone else thinks and how they feel and why they feel it. It's worth the time, because the more social media and the more political rhetoric makes us dehumanize those who don't agree with us and puts us in our own bubbles, the more this stuff is going to happen. What do you think? Should Vance Boelter be charged with terrorism? And what can we do to turn down the temperature? Let me know in the comments and follow here for more.